Hello and welcome to Hobz' Solo Self-Found. Today we're gonna try to do Agnar. Where we got the last episode we did not have the lightning spear. I just did that in a respawning zone just a few moments ago. And actually got it in the first few kills, so pretty good there. So we can actually make the next key here. So what is this? Third bag. There we go. Let's do that real quick. That's 1, 2, and 4. Combine those together, and then we get the symbol of Torden. All right, perfect. So let's just put that right there. And let's see here. What changed since the last episode? I got some A's. Not a whole lot. We're at 80 now. We want 100 so we can get another buff slot. I did get Spirit of the Leopard from the Emperor this morning. And this is pretty cool. You can see here it procs a little bit. So definitely something to look forward to seeing more of there. And I got this off the sleeper. I haven't figured out where to put it on my gear yet, but I think it's going to be an upgrade. I'm trying to move to like all enchanted versions of these Hogz and not the non-enchanted ones, so we'll see how that goes. But everything else is just junk. The Emperor dropped 2 Shaws and boots, like just total junk. But everything else is just whatever we've picked up since then. All right, so let's go ahead and head off to the Agnar fight and do this. So it's up this way. We need to get to the center courtyard, and then from there we can click up to the first thing, and then we start the fight. It's a 3-phase fight. We fight the first guy, we fight the second guy, we fight the third guy, and we'll go from there. I'm going to skip the names. Yeah, I'm going to skip the names. We'll just go. I need to get a ornate breastplate, but it's it's kind of one of those things I'll just farm on my own time instead of doing it during here. All right, so we can come here, click the little penis looking thing, and then come over here to the Storm Guardian things. Like see. Once we start killing these, they will the fight will start. So what we want to do while we can is target the portal and then kill the portal. Nothing else matters except killing the portal right now. Looks like it's immune to poison, so is it immune to... No, it's not. Perfect. There we go. First portal down. Second portal. Of course. Of course you're gonna summon me, you dumb mob that just isn't coming over here. Alright, you're annoying, so let's kill him. Alright, back to the portal. I think it's like my riposts are causing enough damage to get me summoned there. Now we got this portal. There we go. We got a poison on this one, so perfect. So it's just pretty much kill the portals, and so we don't get more ads as we're fighting this guy, right? Looks like we have the sustain as it is right now to be able to just face tank all this stuff, so that's nice. All right, I think that's all the portals. Let's kill these things now. There we go. Everything looking good. What is this? Show spell information. That's a curse. Let's just radiant cure whatever that is off. I might regret that later, but we're good for right now. Alright, now we're on the boss. I probably could have like slowed him and stuff, but obviously he's not doing that much damage. Let's throw Mallow on him. And cripple. There's like a delay on spells for some reason. I don't know what it is. Feels like some spells take forever to like actually hit the boss. All right, and there we go. All right, he's dotted up. So this is phase 1 boss. Not too bad. So we'll just keep going here. Doesn't look like we're taking much damage. No, one thing I did get, right, from Sleeper was I got this Felix Cord of Velocity, which is a haste belt. It does, it's going to be we're going to lose some spell damage, obviously, move into this belt. But, and, some other stats. But I think it'll be worth the move. One, we're going to get heroic strength and heroic dexterity out of it. Which are, secondary stats that we want. But it'll give us an alternate haste item until we get something else. And then we can, when our dagger is fully updated, we can, do with that and get a little bit more DPS out of our melee there. Alright, so let's hail him. And he takes us to the next boss, which, same thing. Portals. And it looks like this one's got a curse too. There. My silence? What's going on here? Okay, this thing's a slow. I feel like it's a slow. All right, where's the right button here? I don't have Cure Curse even memorized right now. So let's see if we can get this going here real quick. Cure, remove Curse. That's not gonna happen. All right, let's target him. Get him slowed. Let's heal since. All right, let's kind of just bring him over here. Let's kill this portal real quick. You know actually what we can do here? Let's do this. I need him to summon me. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Easy. Let's get this one here. Get that one mallow. Slow the portal, I guess. I can... Theoretically, I can cure myself without... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Got that going, and... we should be good now. That was a little bit of extra work, but... I did not anticipate needing Cure Curse for a slow on this guy. I guess I never really paid attention before. Is there any more portals? There is one more portal. Is he slowed? Yes, let's mallow him real quick. Yeah, we gotta go kill this junk, because it's just gonna summon more junk. There we go. I don't respect your authority to summon me. So we get some dots on him, maybe. Our life taps are pretty strong, so alright. Let's get these ads down first. Because there is issues if you when you kill him and you're fighting mobs, there can be issues with the guy on the next tier. Not this guy, but the little guy who summons the teleports up, right? He'll be angry or something. I don't remember. There we go. Let's get some healing dot on there. This one. Taking a lot of damage. I'm kind of actually worried now. You know, how this is gonna go, right? Like if we do die, right? Like it didn't reset. I was able to leave the zone in AFK for like 20 minutes and come back in one fight and not die. Well, we just went down pretty low there. Not have it reset. So definitely something that we'll figure out here pretty quick. I don't know what is. Something's causing us to take a ton of damage. I don't know what it is right now. It's Radiant Cure off all that crap. I'd only got one of them. There we go. And one more ad here. I cannot see my target. Alright, well there's an ad somewhere that I cannot see. So that sounds absolutely fun. Let's get him dotted up. Let's get rid of that poison. Let's switch back to my real poisons. Man, really? Okay, so we lost sympathetic healing at some point. I don't know why. Let's redo that poison now. There we go. Alright, I think this fight is under control now. Completely buff capped. So we will lose something as soon as goes. What is this? I think we can get rid of that one for now. Yeah, that took our disease to just a little under. That's not bad. Come on, cure that thing. Can we land disease on this guy too? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Alright, so that's unfortunate. Looks like we also lost a pet. A Shadow Knight pet from something. I don't know. I might resummon him before we go to the next tier. There we go. Looty loot. Doesn't look like there's anything. Alright. Let me see here. Let's see. Shadow Knight. Crackling Bones. It's a terrible pet, right? On the wiki, it shows that we get the 49 Necro pet, but I cannot find the spell that we can use anywhere in the game. Obviously, they have custom pets here, so it's a little weird. All right, let's get Pet Haste here. Augmentation of Death. And he just does damage, right? I don't have him doing any support roles, but I'm gonna probably change that up. I'm probably gonna go pick up a second Rogue Epic, so both my pets will have a Rogue Epic in their offhand, so I can get a higher chance to proc Poison Phobia. Let's see here. HP buffs. Let's give him Focus. And I don't think he needs much else. Oh yeah, let's give him Leopard. There we go. And then we're gonna go solo GRC. No, we don't want that one. Solo. I think that's the one we want. I haven't updated all my spell sets yet, so some of them are outdated. This one is outdated also. Alright, so this is Malos. And this is going to become Give Cure. There we go. We'll go ahead and save this as solo GRC. Group shrink. Alright, I think we are ready to go. The pet is missing, you know, some buffs, but I don't think he's going to survive very long anyway. Got a spectral parchment from there. Let's see here. Let's bring death off that thing, maybe. Where is that thing? I have no idea. Alright. Doesn't matter. Let's go up. Alright, so this is the Agnar room. I'm gonna go down here. I don't know if he can see us. Alright, there he is right there. He's like, this creature's will is unbreakable. Can't mez him. Alright, you can't see me. So you see all these different portals in here where we gotta kill these things first. So we're just gonna start right here. Cav strike. Come on. Now he does a terrible stun. It is like a near constant. So we're going to keep up Quintessence. That's our new torpor. We're going to keep that up as much as possible. I think he slowed me too. Let's Radiant Cure off that. Oh my god. It doesn't even... Radiant Cure doesn't even pop it all off. There we go. Here. I'm going to turn off attack for a second. I'm going to try to slow him. There, he's slowed. Just to hope that was slow. Kind of just target these things and make our way around the room. We do have one Storm Guardian on us now, which isn't fun. His stun is terrible. That's the wrong one. Oh, stop targeting the stupid stuff I don't want you to target. Oh my god, it summoned the guy. Alright, let's go over here. I can't target that one for some reason. Should be noted, I am permanently, like, getting stunned here. Alright, we're gonna kill this guy. You can see the stun there, right? Alright. Come on now. Once we kill all the portals, we can kill all the ads, and then we should just be down to that. Alright, so let's target him. Failed slow on him. See if we can start dotting these guys up. This guy is resisting all my dots. There we go. One of them landed. Alright, we'll get this guy again. So I'm going to mallow him. get that off. I'm gonna quintessence myself. Just gotta slow roll this fight, because if you push Agnar down, right, he's gonna summon more guys. I think there's 4 named total that he'll summon. So the more we push him, the more we're gonna get ads, right? What the hell is this? Show information. Spin stun, decrease HP by 80 a tick. Alright, well, that's nice. That's nice too. Go. Bond of death, that should be fine there. And I don't think you can kill that portal because it's the portal that the names come out of. Alright. We're good. So let's re-slow him. Let's get Mallow on him. Let's get Mallow on him. Come on. There we go. We got, what, Shaman Curse on there too. Let's get Quintessence. Let's get Keep Strike. I don't know why I'm levitated. Did I click my cloak or something? Maybe it's that debuff levitates you. Alright, we should get the next ad here very soon. And we'll just switch to that. And then that, whatever that other thing is on X target, is some random mob that didn't come to us. Alright, 6, 7. There we go, there's the ad. Let's go ahead and just start slowing him. Mallows. There we go, it landed. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get slow on this guy, right? That's a Shaman Curse. I'll try again here in a second. Twisted Shank. Come on. We'll do a Kiv Strike, which should give us like some huge backstab. 4,300 backstab. And then 3699s. There we go. And he's dead. Alright, we can focus back on Agnar here. Just dot him up. Like so. It's all the dots. It's 4. Oh, there's a 5th dot that didn't land. There it is, 5th dot. Oh. Helps to turn on attack. Give. Alright, he's at 53%. Another ad. Go ahead and slow him. I'm going to drop a Mallow on him. Theoretically, did not land because of stun. There we go. Let's get our dots on this guy. And then we'll do Twisted Shank. Plus that, plus Vampiric Curse and Bond of Death. Looks like Epic lands also. There we go, 2 more dots there. He's dotted up. We'll switch back to Agnar here. Jeez, stunts. Let's see here. Looks like he's resisting my Epic. That's fine. Resist like everything. Vampiric Curse. On to death. Vampiric Curse. There we go. Can we get the bone on him? We got add. Let's mallow him. Guess we got stunned. This is terrible. This is absolutely one of the worst fights, like mechanically wise, because you're just like constantly stunned. But and that's the stun is what makes it hard. So it's just nothing else in this fight is hard as long as you kill the portals. There we go. Twisted Shank. Still need one more dot on this guy. Blood, Scourge, 8, Knife, Blood, and Bolt. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's go back to Agnar here, because I'm getting annoyed with this stun. Blood. Oh, like I feel like dots are probably the best way to kill this guy too, because you're stunned so much his casting's just frustrating. And there we go. Down. Alright. Let's get a screenshot of that. Agnar the Storm Lord. Perfect. Alright, what do we get here? We got a Torden ring. I don't want that. Hide. Looted. There we go. So we got an Orb of Thunderous Spirits, a Storm Rider's Gauntlets, and Crystallized Rain, which is an earring. Wish it had haste on it. And some spells. Perfect. Loot all that. And let's see here. We got same junk. Same junk. Junk. And can't loot this guy for some reason. There we go. And a hailstone. Alright. Let's check the log. We're going to do Halls of Honor trials right after this. So. See there. We killed him. Now we need to go upstairs. And hail Piranha. Perfect. There he is. Piranha. Go and hail him. Then he says, follow the path of the fallen, send you on your path, and then we get our character flag. And he sent us to the bazaar, which isn't terrible, right? Because that'll help us get to Halls of Honor a little bit quicker by going right here to the map, clicking the map, clicking the plains, tranquility, teleport. So we're done with Bastion of Thunder. That's done. Easier than I anticipated. And we're going to go to Halls of Honor now. Alright, so let's quit that DZ. And where is this guy? Really? What is this thing? Oh, he's in there. I didn't see him. There he is. Alright. Let's hail him. Let's get a non-respawning. Tell him ready. And we're going to skip all the mobs in this zone and go straight to the trials. So if we zoom out a little bit here, there's a trial here. There's a trial there. Actually, let me fix this. There's a trial there, and then I believe a trial down here. There's only 3 trials, so we'll do those. At least that's what I think anyway. So let's just run through here. There's a lot of running in this zone, so it's a lot of mobs, a lot of running. They're okay experience. They're not I don't think this is the trial, is it? Alright, let's Let me double check before I run over there. Alright, that is southeast basement. Alright, so that's perfect. Alright, trial 1 northeast. So this one first, I guess. Hail him, follow the dialogue. Custodian of Marr will spawn upon his death. Radadar will spawn, kill him. We'll get a flag. Alright, easy enough. And what we'll do when we do get down there, we will kill all the trash in these rooms, right? I find that's the best way to do it, because since it's a non-respawning, we don't have to worry about anything respawning and having to deal with it later. So if we just go in, kill everything on the way, and then we're good to go. The mobs aren't too difficult, so it's not a real big deal. So we'll get the ones after these things. There we go. So if we just tag like these ones, right? These are all undead too. Like these ones, for some reason they're undead. We don't probably have to kill these ones, but the ones down here is probably where it starts. Something's already killing that thing, so. That one. That one. And I find this just the easiest way to handle this situation here. Pull these guys. Because sometimes you get mobs that spawn out here, and they're going to be fighting, you know, right? Really? This guy? Looks like they're assassinatable too. There's mobs I missed, but I think we're fine. Since they're assassinatable. Oh gosh. But Slay Undead works on these too, so it's really nice. So, like, I think a Paladin Rogue, like, I don't know what you would put with that, but that would probably be a strong clearing combo. Because you'd get, you know, a lot of easy experience. Because if you can't slay undead, you're gonna probably be able to assassinate it. Maybe even throw an, you know, ranger into that. You get all three of them. You know, headshot, assassinate, and slay undead. But I don't know. I don't know if this stuff's even worth looting. Alright, let's tag that guy. Actually, I had like another tag that I could use. Let me double check the instructions here. I lost both my pets, so I probably want to get those back real quick. Let me do that before I start this. Let's see here. That's the wrong Hobz of Honor. Alright, we just hail a guy here in a second. So that guy right there, we hail him and he will spawn whatever we need to do. So let's clear the rest of this trash. Alright, I guess he wants to fight, so. Alright, I'm gonna get my pets and we'll go from there. Alright, we got our pets back and we can hail this guy. And I'm ready. Custodian of Marr, kill that. Go. Kind of resistant, but looks like it's landing now. Oh, here we get the dragon. Get him slowed. Get him dotted up. We got all our debuffs on him. Perfect. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and cripple him. And let's try disease. Disease clicky. Did not work. What about mallow clicky? That worked. How disease clicky now? Epic. Epic. There we go. Everything lands on him if you debuff him enough. Perfect. He's in Half-Life. Now there's 3 trials total. This is the first trial. The second trial, which one are we going to? We're going to go to the northwest basement. So we go over there. Then, yeah. So this one, some villagers in 3 basement rooms. We need to protect them from attacking mobs, right? So we go through room by room, killing all the mobs. When I did it before, I didn't have to worry about them dying, but who knows how that will actually work here. Oh, we got an ornate breastplate mold. Oh my gosh. Happy days are us. We got our character flag. Perfect. We got 2, 3 spells, a Grand Master Mace, which is pretty nice, and Elven Bow, so a Ranger Bow. That's useless to us. Right, I need to set the hero parts aside. And the ornate breastplate mold aside. Everything else I can vendor accidentally. Yeah, so as I said, I'm not doing trade skills on this guy, so we will have to send the materials to my friend who can do the combines for us for these things. Just as a way until we can do the real soul self-found, and then once that mode is active, we will then have to do the trade skill stuff. I just didn't want to waste my time doing all the trade skill stuff on a character that is probably not going to exist. Oh my God, I'm probably gonna rename this character so I can use Hobz for the real soul self-found character. And then just this guy will exist to do whatever. I don't know. Let's see here. We're gonna go do this one here, the southeast basement. Just because it's closer. I don't know if it matters what order you do these in, but it shouldn't matter at all. And we don't have to kill these ones, we can go down here. So it'll be, these 3 rooms will have things that spawn in them. So once we go down the stairs, we should be able to kill everything. Not have to worry about it. Now if they're assassinated, we'll be going pretty quick. But we want to have all these rooms clear. I can see these guys or not. Go. I say that, but then that guy died with a 17k crit, so I don't know. Call me wrong. I don't know why that guy didn't assist, but I should be able to get both of those. Yep, there we go. We'll move through here. I think that's all. $81k finishing blow. Jeez. Things just melt. That's so nice. I don't know if the experience is any good here, but 89, 96. No, it's not that good. $85 AA though. Now I believe the hero parts are used in the Signet quest because you have to make something, but I can't 100% remember. But there's so many of them, it's not a real big deal, I don't suppose. Alright, looks like everybody there. Let's grab this guy. Now, if I remember correctly, it spawns humanoids, so they might just die real quick. So let's hail this guy, and I'm ready. We do the Custodian of Marr again. Each of these is a Custodian of Marr. Poisons are not casting or landing. I don't know what's going on there. There we go. Alright, so here's the guys. Are they all on me? They look... they're all assassinatable. There's some maidens, you know. Just in case you're maidenless, there is a maiden. There we go, grab that one. There is a mob. Alright, we didn't kill this mob. Alright, so these ones don't spawn until you kill all those. Perfect. I didn't even realize. Make sure we get all these on us. Perfect. Let's get all the dots on here. Come on. Jeez. Alright, we got another named. We're gonna drag him to the next room. Let's cripple him. Mallow him. So, there we go. They all spawned. And they should all be on us. Perfect. So we can do this and just dot them all up. And then he's dotted, so he's gonna pretty much die. I should be able to assassinate all these blue guys. If it procs. There we go. Mallowed. Perfect. And we'll just dot this guy up, and it looks like we successfully finished that. At least this is what it feels like. I think this is the last one. We should get a character flag when he dies. There's a planar projection. Hail that. Character flag done. Alright, so we got one more trial to go. And we got some spells. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna run up there. My dog's barking, so I'm gonna shut her up and then we'll do the next trial. Alright, so where are we at here? We are over here, so it's just a short jaunt up to the north. But these trials, they're not that hard, right? Like, they're fairly easy the way that they're scripted for this server. So you don't have to worry about like being able to have all those guys dead before they spawn, because they will kill the guys, right? So definitely definitely a better experience there. But we're gonna come up here and do this last trial, and then for the final part of this video, we'll do the Halls of Honor B, which is the Temple of Mithaniel Marr. We'll go in there and take out Mr. Marr, and we'll be ready to go to the next stuff in the next video. So where are we going in the next video, right? So we're done with Bastion of Thunder. We're done. We're gonna almost be done with Halls of Honor. So we'll be done with Temple of Marr. So then the next video will be playing a Tactics and possibly Tower of Soulseek Row. We should be able to get through Tower of Soul Row really quick, since we can just sneak our way through and kill each of the bosses without having to deal with actually fighting everything. So that will be kind of nice, right? Because it's literally go in and kill 5 mini bosses and then kill the boss, and then you're in Plane of Fire. Now I plan on doing 1 video per plane. I'm probably going to regret that, but I think doing 1 video per plane is going to be the best way to do that, because, oh my god, one, there's a lot of mobs in each of the planes that I'm going to kill, right? Like, it's going to be all the mini bosses in fire, right? Because we do want to kill the frog to get the clicky for remove curse, so I don't have to keep it memorized. Then we're going to want to do all that. Then all the side things in fire, I'm going to kill those too. There's a cloak that has haste on it that could theoretically be better than the one I have on, plus the belt. So, you know, there's some options there we might be able to manipulate so that we can move our haste item around a little easier and, you know, just have a better experience there. So all right, we got all these guys. Let's bring them in here. Okay. So do that, and then Plane of Air is long. Like it's like ring event after ring event. It's just totally tedious. So that one is its own video on its own right there. And then let's see, what water. Water's pretty quick, right? I don't know how it's gonna work without having feign death, instant, you know, removing aggro. But we'll see how that goes. We should be able to just like go straight to the boss, and then like the hardest part of that whole encounter is like the killing all that trash. So that'll be interesting. All right, let's hail this guy. We're ready. Another Custodian of Marr. And then Earth. We'll do both Earths in a single video because it's not going to be that hard. It's just a matter of doing the rings and killing the boss. Wrath Council. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. Theoretically, we. Well, I just want all this stuff on me before I. Theoretically, I can use, you know, virulent paralysis and paralytic spores to kind of be able to cheese that. I don't know why that guy's running, but these have way more hit points than the other ones. But we should be able to like root something, feign death, wait 2 minutes or whatever we need, and do it that way. You could probably also snare them with our Shadow Knight snare. So there's some options we have to splitting all those guys up for the Wrath Council. But we'll, you know, encounter what we do. We could probably also like Repose discipline, maybe kill one of them that way. I expect to die a few times in that fight, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's been nerfed since the last time I've done it. And then after Earth, we will be in time. I will have to get pottery up, I believe, to make the container for that. But I don't believe that is like a big deal. I think it was like 75 pottery or something like that. Alright, let's tag you. You guys and this guy. They don't seem to aggro like they did the first time I did this, so it's not too bad here. Let's see if we can dot these guys up. Unfortunately, you can't like assassinate these ones for some reason. I guess because they're level 65, and I don't think anatomy goes that high. Anatomy 64 is the max. Hopefully they add more AAs, because I feel like some things need a little bit more AAs, like assassinate definitely needs to go up a little bit, but I think in Gates of Discord they will probably increase. If not, Omens of War, they'll increase. Hopefully some AAs. There we go. And I think these just guys drop coin and spells. So go to the next one. Tag him. Grab them. Alright, they are all on me. I'll bring them right over here. Let's go ahead and Rabid Bear. And that should work pretty well. Yeah, these things just melt. It's not even like, I don't know. I feel like casting the spells isn't really doing much. And this will be the last trial, so that'll be good. Get out of here. And go kill Mithaniel Marr. Alright, and the last mob. Fairly easy here. They're immune to slow, so you can't slow them. There we go. I'm confused now. There's a guy, I guess, back here at the beginning. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we have the 3 flags, so I didn't remember going back to him. Let's see here. Halls of Honor. Let's biz up as we sneak out of here. So we should be good to go into Temple of Marr. So Temple of Marr, let's see here. We gotta kill Razalor, the Champion of Marr, to make him targetable. And then we kill him, so it's pretty easy at this point. Make our way down here, we should be able to zone in, and then we just need to drop this DZ and get a new DZ. And everything should work. Right there is the zone in. Oh, jeez. I guess it like teleports you up there. Is that like where this goes? I guess it is. So, all right, now we need to. What is this guy? Echo of the past. Quit this DZ. Hail this guy. Get a non-respawning. Tell him ready. And very nice. So we can skip all these mobs. Sneak into here. Just ignore all these guys. Otherwise, you have to, you know, kill all this stuff, right? Luckily, as a rogue, we can skip it. It's not really worth the time it takes to kill it. So we need to kill this guy right here, but he's got some, you know, packs of guards in here. I am going to kill these ones because I'm going to pull to here, so give us the most amount of distance. There we go. Oh yeah, those go down pretty good and quick. So we're gonna tag that guy right there. Looks like there is a name in this pack, but they don't do enough to matter. And immune to slow. And resistant to poison. So just kind of try to put poison on everything, you know, get all our dots going. But as you can see, they're getting pretty resisted without our debuffs on there. I think that one is good. Alright, so he's, what's that, slow? It's curse. Yeah, he's immune. Looks good. Oh, we got a little extra pet there. Nice. Grab that guy. Do a few dots on this one. This one's immune to slow also. Just throw as many dots as we can on these things. Can I put epic on her? I can. What about this one? Where the hell are we? Why did we get summoned out here? What the hell? Oh my god. Weird. That was something. Alright, we're 90 AA. Alright, she's about to die. She might die to just riposte at this point. There we go. Let's get epic on this guy. Existed. Now, if I remember right, this frog was actually difficult. Like, I'm trying to remember. Like, at the time he was difficult, but he might not be as hard now. Alright, we got some more spells. He's slowed, so I mean, it doesn't even matter. Mallows. Cripple. Alright, let me dot him up real quick. I would expect the Champion of Marr to be like resistant to poison, but I guess not. Alright, let's get this guy dotted up. And where's the other one at? Perfect. Get these all dotted up. Now, this guy should need some dots. He's still going dot-wise, so that is nice. Let's Kiv strike him. Maybe it'll be a big one. 11,000? Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, he gave us some cherries and spells. Alright, here, let's do this. I'm gonna cannibalize. Right after I quintessent. There we go, we should be good. Okay. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to engage them all at the same time, but you know what? I'm okay. Alright, let's do this. Curse. We'll switch to this one. Having all these dots and stuff on one macro is kind of nice, in all honesty. I'm trying to, I need to make a macro that'll take the epic and use it plus the two other dots. And I think that'll be pretty nice. Long term, I might add another dot in here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe click that at the same time. Alright, let's get this slowed. Oh, can you be slowed? I wasn't even paying attention. I bet I can mallow you though. There we go. Cripple. And slowed. Partially successful. Alright, he does a stun, so watch out for that. But should be able to do Twisted Shank, that, Kiv Strike. See if we can get all our dots on here real quick. All 5 are on, perfect. And let's go ahead and do Curse, Epic. Looks like he resisted Epic, maybe. Oh, Epic landed that time, and then Rotting Bone resisted that. Alright, perfect. He's at 70%. He's not that hard of a boss, right? I've never had any issues with him, and I think Agnar would be an easy boss too if he didn't have the dumb stun. That was just like painful. Let's do Rabid Bear, Spirit Call. Twisted Shank. How we doing buff slot wise? I'm gonna go ahead and Leech Touch him. And let's go ahead and Harm Touch him. Why not? Just like, I'm burning all my cooldowns because after this, I'm gonna take a break, so might as well. Let's redo all our dots. Get them back on there. 6 and 7. And let's do Twisted Chance. Since we don't have to do anything spell-wise for a few minutes. Get some pretty nice melee out of that, right? And as we increase our heroic strength, that'll go up over time, which will be kind of nice. Nice little extra damage there. And Give Strike. What is that? 10,000 plus the 3,600. And there we go. Lord Mithaniel Marr has been fallen. Alright, let's do that. Alright, what do we get here? Belt of Fallen Heroes. That's a haste belt. Hold on. What does the legendary look like here? 62% haste. Oh, that might be the belt we go to. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? Because we're going to take less of a hit from spell damage. Hold on. Let's look at this belt. And let's take off Enchanted. There's got to be a legendary one for sale. There we go. All right, so, you know, less AC, more hit points, more mana, resists. It's got heroic strength, less though. I think we'll take this Belt of Valiant Heroes. I think that might be something fun to play with. What is this? A range item? 1224. That might be an upgrade. Here, let's close these. That might actually be an upgrade also. Signet of the Advisor, right? So it's gonna be an AC upgrade. What's the legendary look like of this thing? There we go. Yeah, so it is 24. It's gonna give us heroic dexterity. Oh yeah, okay. We got 2 upgrades there. All right, let's put these in my handy dandy upgrade bag here, and this one. And then we also got a cloak of the Warlons. Let's see what this actually, like, without any spell damage or anything on there. It's kind of wank. It's got some resist. I don't think that's going to be an upgrade for us. All right, so we got 2 upgrades that we can upgrade. That gives us here. That's 3 items we can upgrade. I'll upgrade that other belt just in case, right? We'll play with it and see what's better. And there we go. That's all we're gonna do today. But I think we made pretty good progress, right? So next up is Plane of Tactics and Tower of Soul Row, which will then lead into Plane of Fire, Air, Water, and Earth. Then Time, and then we're done. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.